All right, y'all, you guys are in for a treat today. My name is Matt Bogosian. I am a real estate agent here in Middle Tennessee. In today's video, I'm going to take you guys through some of the most beautiful back roads here in Middle Tennessee. Right now, I am starting out on Bear Creek Road. We are going to head all the way down Bear Creek Road. I'm going to take you through some super cool back roads back there. And we're going to go under the Natchez Trace Parkway twice, and then we're going to finish up in Leapers Fork. If you haven't seen Leapers Fork and all these back roads, grab your favorite drink, grab some popcorn, because I'm telling you, this is going to be epic. I mean, look over to the left right there. I'm telling you, it is absolutely stunning out here. Right now, it is mid-November. It is about 60 degrees this morning and sunny. It's probably the best weather to be outside. So I figured I'd go out for a ride and take you guys with me. Ooh, somebody's building a giant barn up on the hill up there. Woo-wee! This whole ride is just full of breathtaking views. To me, it's basically like the epitome of what people envision when they're thinking about moving to Tennessee. I'm curious where everybody's from that's watching, so if you haven't ever chimed in on my videos, comment below where you're from and where you're thinking about moving. And if you're not thinking about moving and just watching this because you enjoy these videos, that's fine as well. Look at that barn. I mean, that's got to be really expensive to build something like that. Oh my gosh, just the brick around the entrance. Woo-wee! I don't know, Bubba. Wow. I've done this ride probably half a dozen times, and I'm still just in awe at how beautiful it is out here. And wait till we get down by Leapers Fork. There's these creeks that run along the side of the road. There's lots of like up and down turns. It is absolutely stunning. Much like that barn right there. So beautiful. Those barns are funny though, because like they look all nice, but then you go inside, it's like snakes and bats and wild boar. I'm just kidding. I don't think we have wild boar here. Just trying to keep you on your toes, you know what I'm saying? Huh. That house kind of looks weird. It's out of place. They built this like black house back there, and the siding looked like it was already kind of faded. I used to manage a Sherwin-Williams paint store, and I mean, back in the day, it was my impression that black paint and dark colors would almost always fade. I don't know where the technology is at these days, but I feel like there's lots of black houses out there. Hopefully those don't fade on you guys. Or end up looking kind of chalky, you know what I mean? Oh, the old Africa Twin. This baby is so fun to drive. Ride. Not driving. Riding. Nice little corner here, just kind of lean into it. This is a cool part. After this corner, I believe it drops down quite a bit. Yeah, you can see down there. That's one thing in Tennessee. We have a lot of hills. Especially, you know, you get to East Tennessee and you've got all sorts of mountains, and Chattanooga has all that. But Middle Tennessee is pretty hilly as well. You've got some pockets that aren't, but for the most part, we're gonna have hills like this right here. You can, probably hard to tell, but I'm kind of going down. Look at that little pond right there to the right. That's pretty cool. All right, so to the left is a dead end. We are gonna go right. Check out that house across the street. I love that it's mostly garage. Some dude definitely designed that. He was like, look, just build me a garage and an apartment on top, and I'm good. Boston Church of Christ. So we are entering a little area here called Boston. I have no idea what the history is of this area and why it's called Boston. This right here is the Davis General Market. I've been in there a few times. I mean, it's a neat little market. Cool place to kind of grab yourself a drink and hang out for a couple minutes. Oh, baby. Like, it's just feeling good. Look off to the right. Oh my gosh. I'll take that. That would be very expensive to buy these days. But if you look like past that initial tree line, there's like hills, and I love that tree line up there. Like, I bet it is so beautiful up at the top of that hill. They've got these barns just painted beautifully with the red barn paint. All right, this is called Davis Hollow Road. This is really one of my favorite parts of this ride. First of all, you have this beautiful house off to the right. You've got this wood fence along the road. But then check this out. It like starts curving, which is really cool. And then there is a creek that pops up here on the left. And this guy's driveway, you have to drive through the creek, and he's got a little waterfall. Do you guys see that? See that? Dude, that is amazing. How cool is that? I guess you can't really put any tire wet on your tires anymore. But yeah, so the creek is running along the road here to the left of me, and that really is such a cool thing to see while I'm out riding. Yeah. I've been trying to come up with this video idea where I talk about things in Tennessee that people might not know about before they move here, like quirky things. And, you know, you've got your obvious stuff, like we don't have state income taxes. Okay, everybody knows that. Then I started trying to think of things that are like out of the ordinary. And one thing that comes up from people from California is they're always asking if the dryer is gas or electric. And I will tell you that 99.999% of dryers here in Tennessee are actually electric. I don't think I've ever seen a gas-powered dryer here. Now, I will never say never about anything. So I know they're out there. But for the most part, guys, you're safe. Buy an electric dryer. Don't worry. You don't even have to check. It's not even a thing. Electric is good to go. This is so cool. This is actually a road. I thought it was somebody's driveway at first. Of course, it's got like pine needles all over it. They're slippery as can be. But here we go. All right. So we got the dryer thing. Another thing that I noticed, two things I noticed about breakfast when I came here. The first one is they don't have, and let me preface this by saying I grew up in Massachusetts, and we had a lot of like mom and pop diners. That was a thing. Like going to breakfast at somebody's little diner was a thing. They had them all over. there was a city next to me called Worcester, and there was diners that you could go to and get breakfast. So fast forward, I moved to Tennessee. There's not a lot of, if any, at least in my area, mom and pop diners. You got Waffle House. Waffle House is basically their version of a diner. Now, don't get me wrong, Waffle House is pretty damn good if you ask me, especially if you go to like a clean one, like in Franklin in the Cool Springs area. Ooh, so good. But it's not the same. And then they have Cracker Barrel, which is also really awesome, but Cracker Barrel's, to me, not a diner. So you have those two things, that thing about the diners. The second thing, oh, you see that bird right there? Huh. Oh, I love these guys. The second thing about breakfast is, and I had never seen this, I came down to Tennessee, and they like to put mayonnaise on their egg and cheese sandwiches. And I first experienced that in Knoxville, and I was like, that's crazy. But it's pretty dang good. It's just mayonnaise can be a little heavy on the stomach, you know? But still, so they put mayonnaise on breakfast sandwiches, which is interesting. So anyways, there's the diner issue, is another thing. So, and I've been kind of just trying to think of more. If you guys think of anything that comes to mind that you maybe, for you that have moved here, that you didn't know. You know, when it comes to real estate, you know, one that I thought of, in Tennessee, we don't have to disclose if somebody died in a house. It's just not, it's not anything to do with the actual house. That is a person just dying. It's not the house, so we don't have to disclose it. I think in some states that's different. I'm curious to know, do you have to disclose that in California? In California? You probably do. I mean, guys, death is a thing that is going to happen to all of us. It's not like a house is just bad because of that. Now, granted, if there was an axe murder in my master bedroom, I'd probably want to know. I don't know that I'd like that. Look at this field to the right. Oh my gosh. This pasture, excuse me. Man, that telephone wire is low. Holy moly. This is so beautiful right here. So yeah, we don't have to disclose that. The only thing we need to disclose is what is on the property condition disclosure. We don't have to disclose if the neighbor is a freaking asshole. Like, that's not something we have to disclose because that doesn't have to do with the actual house. But it's funny, those things are important. And I often have thought that it would be cool if I could think of a way, some type of business or service I could sell where people could find out about stuff like that. And, you know, it's like $19.99, you get a subscription, and you can find out if the neighbor's an asshole. I guess you just have to look and see. I don't know how you'd figure that out. That'd be hard to do. Do we have like an asshole meter? I guess just look how they voted? Yeah. I'm just kidding. That's a cool house. It almost looks like it's from another country, like England or something. So yeah, here we go. We're about to go under the Natchez Trace Parkway again. We went under it earlier, but I was talking. Yeah, here it is. That creek is still running right there. Huh. So another thing is, when you buy a house here in Tennessee, we have a Tennessee real estate transfer tax that you pay. So, you know, that can be several $1,000s. It's not like 20 grand or anything like that. You know, typical house, I feel like it's like 3,000, 5,000, something like that. But still, low property taxes, but they hit you with that transfer tax. So, What can you do? Our vehicle registration here is just freaking cheap. Oh, here's another one. Most of the areas here in Tennessee, I'm not 100% sure about the whole state, but most of the state does not have an emissions testing requirement to register your vehicle. We used to here in Williamson County, and they removed that requirement. So now you don't need to do that. It was such BS anyways. They would put that little pipe in your exhaust pipe, and you'd pay them 10 or 20 bucks and wait. Ah, look at that. Good night. Beautiful back here. So we don't have vehicle emissions testing. Look at that guy's got the, you guys see the bull over the front of the house? Holy moly. That is beautiful. I love that. And I love that. That's cool. It's funny, like, a lot of the things that we love are different and things that we never would have chosen. Have you noticed that? Like, I'll go into a house and I'll be showing a home and there'll just be this wild wallpaper. And I'm like, man, that stuff is crazy. I would have never picked that, but it looks so good. That kind of comes to mind because my wife's cousin is a interior designer, and this is this is Leaper's Fork Market right here. There's a little coffee shop right there called the Redbird. We are going to turn, I believe this is Wilkins Branch Road, and it just keeps getting good, guys, so I want to keep showing you this. But and she's helping me. I'm trying to find a new desk for my office. I'm just feeling very uninspired in my office. It just feels like blah. It doesn't feel special. And I think my desk has a big part to do with that. I've got this giant like L-shaped desk that raises and lowers. And it seemed cool at the time, but it just doesn't feel, something doesn't feel right about it. So she went through some desks and she found this like kidney-shaped desk. You guys will see it eventually. And it is so different. I would have never picked it, but we're gonna go with it. And she's got a chair picked out. She had the reasoning behind why that chair needs to go with that. I mean, I'm a guy, just choose like a leather chair. This is a cool little spot here. These people are so lucky to have this creek coming right through their yard. Little mini waterfalls. By the way, I will tell you guys, just full disclosure, this area that I'm showing you today is super expensive. It's unattainable to most average people. It really is. I mean, maybe one of those burnt down, trailers that we pass or something like that. But most of these houses are, and the land here is just super expensive. Heck, even if the house is a piece of junk, but it's sitting on 5 acres, that thing's gonna go for a lot of money. This part right here is so cool. For all you guys that like to ride, check this out. Look at the colors of the trees. This road just kind of has a lot of up and down. I love the elevation change. It really makes a difference in the ride. Yeah, so I was looking at my sales numbers this year, well, and then over the course of my career, and I am about to surpass $100 million in sales in my career. I started late 2017, And here I am. And I'll tell you, like, it's been so fun. I just really enjoy helping people buy homes. I help people with all sorts of different homes. I help with land. I'm in all sorts of different price ranges, and I love it. It's been a fun experience. And when you start to sell a volume like that, which is, I don't know, something like, well, I don't know what it averages out to, 18 million a year or something like that. You do enough transactions where you really get a lot of experience on different situations. And that's a huge plus. I don't feel intimidated by any situation. I know there's an answer now and there's a way around it. I've learned a lot. I know what to look at. Ooh, that guy's got some stuff in his yard. Holy moly. He's like, man, I just can't stop collecting junk. Crazy. His neighbors must be like, dude, please throw that stuff out. I love that property right here in front of us with that fence. I don't know how many acres they have, but it looks like it cuts down that road. And there's just so many large trees. You guys see all those trees? This is a cool little road. So we'll go down here and this will pop us out into Leaper's Fork. And then after that, I'll just take a quick left and drive through the village. And you guys will see Leaper's Fork and then call it a day. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. You know, if you're thinking about moving here to Tennessee, just remember I am a real estate agent. I'm very experienced and I would love to help you. I put a link down in the description and you can click on that link. It'll go right to my calendar. And then you can just choose a time that works good for you and we can jump on a call together and talk about your move here, your potential move here, and what you're looking for, what your situation is. And I don't know, it's just a good way to open up a line of communication and get the ball rolling. Just don't plan the call on like a Saturday or Sunday if you can help it. I just have so much going on with kids these days. I really am starting to value that time with them. And as much as I love helping people buy and sell homes, it's like, I like to try to keep those calls to Monday through Friday during the day. I'm taking my son to the Tennessee Titans game this Sunday. Pretty excited. I bought some really nice tickets. You know, in the past, I always would just find cheap tickets, and then I just have like an okay time at the game. And I've discovered that it's worth it to spend a little more on the tickets. We don't hardly ever go to games. I mean, I'm gonna go to one Titans game this year. I'm gonna spend a little money on the tickets. And just to give you guys an idea, I spent $1,100 on 2 tickets total. So $1,100 total. But I got us up at the 50-yard line. We're in row A on the second section. So there's nobody in front of us. My son isn't tall, and it is so annoying. People stand up in front of you, and it just kind of ruins the game. So I did it for him. I know that it's going to be better for him. And, you know, I'll budget to spend whatever we need to spend to get food and have drinks and have a good time. It's not that money is no object. It's that is too important of a day for me with my son for me to make money really matter. The day and time with my son and having a good time is more important. So it's just like I've shifted my way of thinking. I can make more money. I can't get that time back with my son, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So, all right, we are entering into Leaper's Fork. The sun is bright. This is such a cool little spot. Look at this. Look at this little gift shop right here. So what I'm going to do is go left and just show you guys quick what the village looks like. All right, we are clear. Wine's in the fork right there. I'm just going to show you guys this real quick, and then I'll pull over and let y'all go. I could really use a coffee. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? 𝐿𝐮𝐬𝐜. I have to come and like hang out here a little bit. There's actually a speakeasy, I think, at the bottom of the Country Boy now. So yeah, let me pull down here. All right, y'all. I really appreciate you watching. Once again, my name's Matt Bogosian. I'm a real estate agent that just happens to enjoy riding my bike around, making videos, and showing you guys what it's like here in Middle Tennessee. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.